In this video we will talk about NFT gaming and then specifically about Sorare, an amazing new NFT platform and game. First, a quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Alright, now let's get right into this video, and before we start I do want to say that all the links you will need for Sorare or anything we will talk about in this video will be down in the description. So if any point of time in the video or preferably after the video you want to check something out, which I probably think you will, you can check that out in the description. But alright, let's get right into it right now. So in this video we'll talk about an amazing project and it's called Sorare, S-O-R-A-R-E. There's a lot to talk about. I'll go over some of the most important things you need to know about, also how it works. Personally, I already signed up. You can sign up here at the top and then also sign in, but you'll remain signed in as well. You can actually get started with playing this game very easily. Simply said, what it is, it's a fantasy sports game and marketplace, but the marketplace just plays into the game, right? Transforming fans into owners. You can collect, buy, sell, and compete as well, which is the game part in it, with officially licensed digital cards featuring the best MLB, NBA, and global football players. So you can also see those are the three main sports featured right now. Personally, I signed up for MLB and I also checked out the marketplace and stuff. We'll do that as well, but if you like the NBA or football, which are two sports I like as well, but I don't know why I signed up for the MLB. If you want to check that out and if you want to draft your own team, because that is part of the game as well, you can just very easily do that via sorare.com. Now, like I said earlier, there's basically two parts to the game. First of all, you're collecting rare cards and there's all different tiers and obviously all different players. And then you're building a real squad. You can actually play against global fans, right? So you actually have 7-player lineups in the MLB version of the game, and then you have 5-player lineups for the NBA and football. And then you can just, at the beginning, you can draft your own team, and then via the marketplace, you can actually approve upon your team and win epic rewards by battling other players or participating in leagues, participating in tournaments. There's all sorts of fun stuff you can do with your collection. So there's actually something you can do and something you can win as well with your NFT collection. Whereas with other NFT collections, sometimes the real utility is difficult to determine. Now, before we dive into this final section and before I will actually show you how the platform looks like, I also wanted to, first of all, remind you that all the links will be down in the description because I'm pretty sure you want to check them out when you see the partners. Sorare is partnered with the NBA, with the major football leagues, with the MLB, with some amazing players like Mbappe, Messi, and Serena Williams, among others like Gerard Piqué, and over 300 football teams. Alright, so here you can actually see the game. If you signed up and sign in, you can actually see that. The major part is just the home where you can see everything, so how to actually get started with playing. They got some great guides on that. But apart from that, also some tournaments, some games that you can play, but also some cards you can buy, because one of the biggest features is their market. Works very well. You can easily filter through all of the cards, buy some amazing players, and the prices are actually pretty accessible as well if you compare them with other NFTs. I mean, it ranges from under €1, so way less than $1, all the way up to 45 euros, 1300 euros. So you can really, depending on your budget, you can really dive into the collection and create an amazing team yourself. Now, in the beginning, you can also draft your own team. Like I said in the beginning, with MLB, you can draft 10 players, as you can see, 7-player team. And there you can also get some nice players as well. So you can get started without money as well. It's free to play, but if you actually want to expand your collection and get a better team, then paying is probably expected. Then buying some amazing cards is actually a good thing to do. So that was a brief guide to what Sorare is and how to actually play. Now I wanted to talk about 3 things that I think are interesting for you. First of all, they actually have a football referral program so that you can actually refer your friends to the football part of the game. So first of all, that's a win-win because you can actually get some rewards. Your friend or your referral can get some rewards and you have more people to play with, right? So if you actually refer your friends with your referral link and they purchase 5 or more Sorare cards within 30 days of creating the referral link and they need to be verified, if that's the case, you will both win 1 football limited card. And if you actually refer more people, here you can see you get more and more rewards. So if you want to learn more about this, it's a great referral system. Check out the links down in the description. Now, like I said earlier, I briefly referenced how you can get started and how to view guides on how to get started with the MLB, but it's a shame if you love the NBA and football as well. It's a shame to only stick with the MLB, right? There's enough time in your day, probably, if you like playing this game, to play all the three. So like I said, if you want to know how to get started with playing, how to get started with PvP, so playing against other players, but also how to join tournaments, then they also have great guides on their website. Just sign in, go to the league you want to play with, so NBA, football, or MLB, and then here at the right you can view how to play to actually get started in the best way possible. And then finally, something very interesting you can actually do within the Sorare game is you can have private leagues. So you can, for example, refer your friends to the platform and you both get rewards. And then you can actually get some nice collections, some great teams, and you can actually create your own private league to battle against friends. So here you can see how to do that. If you go to play in the private league, so right here, what you have to do is you have to click create, enter a league avatar, a league name, a description, and then you can very easily set up which tournament you want to play in and set up when you actually want to start. And that way you can also play. So you don't really need to play PvP. You can also just build a great collection, collect great cards, rare cards, and play against your friends. Alright, so with that we've reached the end of this video. Once more, I do want to say that all the links you will need for Sorare will be down in the description. And for now, that's the end of this video. So if you found this video helpful, please make sure to add a like and add comments of questions I might have missed and subscribe to our channel.